Hi all. Today we will discuss this pattern. It's a pattern 26. So in this pattern, if you observe, see this pattern is different from previous patterns. Okay. So how many rows are there in this pattern? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? 7 rows are there. So we have to take 7 rows from I equal to 1 to I less than or equal to number of rows I plus plus. Okay, and j is equal to 1. If you take the number of elements in the each row, it's a number of elements or 1 in the first row, the number of elements are 2 in the second row, the number of elements are 3 in the third row, and the number of elements are 4 in the fourth row, and the number of elements are 5 in the fifth row, and the number of elements are 6 in the sixth row, and number of elements are 7 in the seventh row. Okay, so we have to take like so whenever I equal to 1 element, whenever I equal to 2, for I equal to 1, for the row 1 I equal to 1, right? For the row 2 I equal to 2, for the row number 1 I equal to 1, right? For row 1 I equal to 1 and j equal to also 1, and for row 2 I equal to 2 and j also 2, right? Like that. For I equal to 7, j also 7, like that we have to take. Okay, so we have to take one outer for loop I for the each row, and one inner for loop j loop for the number of elements. So for int j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I, j plus plus we have to take. So previously we have seen printing numbers, right? Printing numbers in the each row, right? Now instead of numbers printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, instead of printing the numbers, here we are printing numbers 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, like that. Okay, so what we have to take in the inner loop, we have to take if condition, like if j module or 2, j module 2 equal to 0, then we have to print 0, otherwise we have to print 1. Okay, like that we have to take one if condition. Okay, why we have to take if condition is, actually previous up to 25 patterns we have printed numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? But here numbers are not there, only 1 and 0 elements are there. So what we are doing, so whenever the elements are printing 1 and 0 in the second row, first row, like that, we have to check whether the element whenever the element is divided by 2, if the remainder is 0, we are considering it as a 0 number. Okay, whenever the remainder is not equal to 0, we are printing 1. Okay, whenever remainder is 0, we are printing 0, and whenever remainder is 1, we are printing as number 1. Okay, we will see how to write the program. Okay, see, I am writing main method. After main method I am creating scanner class object. Scanner is equal to new scanner of system dot in, right? Okay, after that we have to enter like how many number of rows you want in this pattern. this pattern. Okay, how many rows you want in this pattern, how many rows you want in this pattern. Okay, after that int n is equal to sc dot next int. Okay, then here is your output. Okay, here is your output pattern. Okay, right. So now what we have to write? So after entering the input from the keyboard, after entering the number of rows from the keyboard, what we have to do? We have to write for loop for the each row for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, and I plus plus. Okay, I'm taking because the rows are I'm taking 7 rows one by one. That's why we have to write I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 1, I plus plus. Now the each row, if you observe the elements in the row 1 element is printing, in the row 2 elements are printing, in the row 3 elements are printing, like that, right? So I and j value are same for each row. Okay, that's why what we have to do. Okay, now what I have to do, for int j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I, j plus plus I am taking. So after that, okay, j less than or equal to j plus plus, we have to write here. So we have to print instead of numbers, here we have to print only 1 and 0 elements, right? So what I have to do, so normally we will print, okay, and see, okay, sys out I'm doing, okay, j, suppose j I'm printing. Okay, after that we will see how it will print. Okay, now I am taking next line, and after that, after closing this outer for loop, I am closing scanner class object to avoid any resource leaks. So after that, if you observe this, we will compile and see how. Okay, suppose I am entering 7. See. So if you observe, this is the pattern we are trying to print, right? Right now we are getting this pattern, right? 1 2 1 2 3, like that, right? If you observe, whenever the same pattern, right, 1 1 instead of 2, here we are printing 0, means whenever the number is even we are printing 0, whenever the number is odd we are printing 1, right? See, see, 2 number is even, that's why we are printing 0 here, because remainder is 0 for even numbers, right? Divided by 2 we have to do, right? 2 is even number and we are printing 0, right? Like that. So we will divide each element by 2, and if the remainder is 0 we will print 0, otherwise we will print 1. And if you take 1 0, next 1 2 3, right, here 1 0 1 and 1 0 1 0 1. So 3 is a odd number, 2 is a even number I am considering. So whenever 2 divided by 2, remainder is 0, right? So I am printing 2. Instead of 2, I am printing 0 here. And instead of 3 divided by 2, we will get a remainder 1, right? So I am printing 1. So 4 divided by 2, we will get the remainder as 0, right? So that's why we have to print 0 in place of 4. So whenever 5 number is divided by 2, we will get the remainder 1. That's why we have to print 1 in place of 5, like that. Okay, each number we have to divided by 1, divided each number we will divide it by 2. If the remainder is 0, we will print 0 in place of that number, and if the remainder is 1, we will print 1. Okay, like that. Okay, like that. So what I will do, so I'll check the each number. So if the number is divided by 2, okay, if the remainder means module, so j module 2 equal to 0, then we have to print 0, otherwise we have to print 1. Okay, so I'll write here if condition. Okay, what I am writing if condition, so I should not print here j, okay, because I don't want 1 2 3 4 numbers. Okay, I want only 0 and 1. Okay, so that's why I'm taking here if condition. If j module 2 equal to 0, then we have to print 0, right? We have to print 0. Okay, otherwise, else I am writing else we have to print 1. Okay, we will see. Okay, now how we will get 7 I am entering, see, right? This is what we want, right? Output pattern 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1, like that. So if you observe, whenever I equal to 1, it will come to inner loop. Okay, j is equal to 1 and 1 less than or equal to 1, right? So this one I am explaining, see. So I am taking this in the word. See what I am doing now. So whenever I equal to 1, what j value will become? J is also equal to 1, j is also equal to 1, and 1 less than or equal to 1. This condition is true, right? Here. So whenever I equal to 1, it will come to inner loop, and j is equal to 1 and 1 less than or equal to 1. This condition is true. So it will go into the inner loop, and in the inner loop j modular 2, j module 2, right, means 1 module 2, right? 1 module 2 means 1 divided by 2, right? So 1 divided by 2 means 2. Okay, 1 by 2 means how much? Okay, 1 by 2, right? Right, this is 1 module 2 equal to 1 by 2, right? So I am doing here like this, right? Division, so 2 0 0, right? Then 1 is the remainder, right? So 1 module 2 equal to 1, right? How much? Equal to 1. Okay, 1 is, say we have written condition like if 1 module 2 equal to 0 means we are printing 0, otherwise we are printing 1, right? So here module is 1, so we are printing 1 in the first row. Okay, after that, after printing 1, here j plus plus, right? So j is equal to 2, right? Whenever j equal to 2, what it will become? 2 less than or equal to 1 it will become, right? Whenever j equal to 2, 2 less than or equal to 1, right? 2 less than or equal to 1, this condition is false, right? So it will not print anything, it will not execute this loop, and it will come out from the loop. Okay, and it will come to next line like that. So in that way, so now we will go to next row, that is I equal to 2. Okay, so whenever I equal to 2, what is the j value? J equal to 1, so 1 less than or equal to 2, this condition is true, right? 1 less than or equal to 2. So what we have to do, we have to check whether j modular 2, right? Means 1 module 2 means 1 by 2, 1 divided by 2. How much 1 divided by 2? 1, right? 1 modular 2. 1 modular 2 equal to 1 module 2 equal to 0, right? So whenever 1 module 2 equal to 1 module 2 equal to 1, right? 1 module 2 equal to 1, so we'll print 1. After that j value will become 2, j is equal to 2, and after that 2 less than or equal to 2 it will become, this condition is true. So after that what it will do, to write 2 modular 2 module 2 equal to 0, right? 2 by 2, so 0 remainder, that's why it will print 2 also. It will print 2. It will print whenever modular is 0, we have written here this condition, right? Whenever remainder is 0, okay, 2 by 2 remainder is 0, then we are printing 0, right? That's why we have to print 0 here. The second row I equal to 2, we have to print 0. Okay, after that j value will become 3. So whenever j value become 3, 3 less than or equal to 2, right? I value is 2, right? This condition is false, so it will come out from the loop. It will come out from the inner loop. Okay, and next time what is the I value? I value will become 3, right? Whenever I value will become 3, so in the second row whenever I equal to, it will just print 190 side by side, and it will come to the next line, right? 190 only it will print whenever I equal to 0. Whenever I equal to 1, it will print only 1 in the first row, like that. Whenever I equal to 3, same case. Whenever I equal to 3, j is equal to 1, first time, and 1 less than or equal to 2. Okay, same, these two conditions are same, right? Till these two, 1 less than or equal to 2. So 1 less than or equal to, I value is 3 right now. 1 less than or equal to 3, so it will become so what it will become, we are checking J module, so 1 modular 1 module 2, right? 1 module 2, so what is the remainder? 1, right? 1 by 2, remainder is 1. Okay, so it will print 1. After that, J value will become 2. Whenever J value will become 2, 2 less than or equal to 3, 2 less than or equal to 3, this condition is true. So 2 modulo 2, remainder is 0, right? 2 modulo 2, 2 by 2, remainder is 0. So modular means, say, module means it's just a remainder. When you divide this number with this number, what is the remainder? That is the output. Module means it's a remainder value. When two numbers are divided by each other, this number and this number, what will be the remainder? That will be the output. Module means remainder. Okay, so we print 0. After that, J value will become 3, right? Whenever J value will become 3, what will happen? 3 less than or equal to 3, right? Right? After that, 3 module 2. 3 module 2 means what will be the output? See, 3, 3 module 2, right? Means 3 by 2 means 2 means what? Equal to 2 by 3, right? So 2 under 2, right? So 1 is the remainder, right? So 3 module 2 means 1 output, right? 3 module 2 output is 1, right? So it will print 1 also in the third row, 1 0 1, and after that J value will become 4, right? J plus plus. Whenever J value will become 4, J less than or equal to I means 4 less than or equal to 3. This condition is false, so it will come out from null. Okay, like this, for I equal to 4, I equal to 5, I equal to 6, for the 6th row I is equal to 7, for the 7th row also it will execute the program like this, and finally we are going to get this is the output. Okay, so we have to write the program, we have to write the Java program like this to print this pattern. Okay, hope you understand. If you have any doubts, please comment below. Thank you.